Over the summer, I went to the Big Ten Women's Leadership Summit to celebrate Title IX and really just meet influential women and get a good idea of what Title IX meant and how it's impacting me and what I can do to further it.
It was at the Big Ten headquarters in Rosemont, Illinois, and it was an opportunity to celebrate and bring all of the Big Ten schools together. Not only just celebrate, but discuss and learn from each other, and having some amazing speakers, some of the first women broadcasters, some of the first NFL coaches, listening to their stories and the influence they've had and what they've taken away from Title IX.
Jackie Joyner-Kersee was, oh my gosh, I mean, just listening to her talk about her experiences as an athlete, I could have listened to her talk for days on days on days.
When I turned 14, saw the 76 Olympic Games on television, and at that time, I thought I was gonna be a gymnast. You know, Nadia Comaneci, I'm like, oh, she's 13, she making an Olympic team, maybe. But, and even then, you know, our coaches said we had the potential, but it was always about working hard.
She used to beat herself up a lot about, like, I'm out of shape, I'm out of shape. And she knew she had asthma, but she couldn't accept that, like, that might be something that she has to kind of work through. And just hearing her talk about how she pushed through all of that, the passion and just true desire to want to be great that came out of her, even just in the press conference, it really made you feel something, and it was really amazing.
Giving 100%, because sometimes, you know, I would give my best, and my best was 5th or 6th place.
Until I started to hear all these great women and what they've accomplished start speaking, did I really realize that it's kind of in my hands. Like, if I want something to change, it's gonna start with me, it's gonna start with the other athletes here, and using your voice. And these women took a chance to step out of their comfort zone.
God had a different plan. God had a different plan. I got injured, played basketball, got injured, no longer could play. So I had to figure some things out.
I hope I'm able to contribute to a more well-rounded, equal playing field for women in sports. I think one person's not going to solve it, and I'm not going to have a major impact, but if we all come together and really address the issue and fight for the little things, they start adding up to the big things that make it easier for people ahead of me.
A change isn't going to happen from just me. It's going to come from my other Michigan State athletes. It's going to come from the whole Big Ten. And it means a lot more if it's coming from more people. And those relationships are not only just for networking, for future endeavors and whatever that may be, but knowing that, like, you have a friend at another university and someone that's there supporting you, like, is really great.
A lot of times you get kind of zoned in, tunnel vision on, like, what you're experiencing, and I think it's really important to just listen and, like, be present, really understand what, you know, people in the past dealt with, and they didn't have the things that we have, and we're just very blessed. And I think it really did open my eyes to realize, like, be grateful for everything you have, because a lot of people don't get to experience all this.
I always talk to my grandma about her life and how her education has been a lot different and her opportunities were nowhere near mine, and same with my mother. And hearing about those struggles that I had been completely oblivious to, I think overall I know, like, it's not fair, and it hasn't been fair.
There were trailblazers who came before all of us, who allowed individuals like me to be able to walk into spaces, into sports spaces, and into educational spaces, and have a place, and see myself in that space, and have opportunity.
The Title IX law got me where I am today. Like, I wouldn't be sitting in Michigan State, being in our top 8 as a coxswain. I would have never been here if it wasn't for that law being passed.
Going to the event really showed me that there's so much out there to learn about and know, and you really can't do that without human connection and listening to other people and their experiences. And so that would probably be one of my biggest takeaways, is just presence, listening to people, understanding, getting to know different people, and I really took that away from it.
The one thing that has been major for me and through this whole process of the Big Ten Women's Leadership Summit is just the amount of support we need in creating, like, the platforms to have conversations is so important, because without that Big Ten Leadership Summit, like, I would not have the tools I have currently to address it, and I would not know how to create change or how to have those conversations in the future.